So can we begin? Which country are you from, please?
I'm from Norway.
Okay, and in Norway, what kind of awareness is there of dyslexia, especially in schools?
We have quite a high awareness in schools in Norway, mostly because all teachers in Norway have to do screening for dyslexia in the first and third grade of preschool, first school.
And what tools do they use for that?
They use different kind of tools. The most known is Literate, which has now been called Dysmate, which is a screening tool made in Norway for this purpose.
And what happens if they come out as on the dyslexia spectrum?
Well, there's three outcomes of the screening. One is that you're slow reader, low on the graph. The other one is a bit higher, but in the danger zone, so to speak. And the third is that you're fine. So it's a traffic light model. You're red, green, and orange.
Yeah.
And if you come out in the red or the orange, then the teachers will look at different strategies, different ways of helping you, trying to see if they can improve your reading strategies somehow. And then they test you again, screen you again, and if they see significant improvement, then we find a way of helping you read better.
And how do they help? How do they give these different teaching strategies? Are teachers trained in dyslexia in Norway, or is it sort of a suck it and see?
No, they are trained, but not in dyslexia in itself. They're trained in trying to find different ways of teaching and learning, so that a lot of the focus when they go to teacher courses and take their degree is on learning different strategies, different ways of learning how to read and write and so on. So, and they know that this is because of dyslexia or HDHD or something disturbing your reading progress. But the awareness to what dyslexia isn't necessarily a big part of that. They're more focused on the strength. What are you good at? How can we use that to teach you how to learn?
And very quickly, you're involved in the creation of a Dyslexia Hub, I understand.
Yeah. I'm a teacher at a vocational school in Norway, and we see problems when the children go from one school to the other and from our school onwards to working life or to higher education. And the follow-up from one school to the next to that is at best random for some. So this is partly because we don't necessarily have the same definition, same understanding of what dyslexia is and how it affects us, and also the businesses don't have any teachers or training staff who knows anything about dyslexia. So we're trying to become the tie point, the central hub for that.
Helping transition.
Yeah, so we're helping the transition from the youth schools, which is 13 to 16 years old, through us, vocational schools, and onwards in life. So we're trying to help downwards and upwards later for the later part of life.
Doesn't the Norwegian Dyslexia Association do this?
No, the Norwegian Dyslexia Organization is doing a lot, but they're not working on the transitions between schools and working life especially. What the Norwegian Dyslexia Organization is doing, which is very good, is a concept called a dyslexia-friendly school. So they have a way of training and implementing different strategies and techniques for schools to make the school is doing anything it can to be as dyslexia friendly as possible, both in teaching, in assessing, in guiding students. And if all schools work from the same premise, then we'll eventually have a red line through the whole progress. But they're looking at what can you do at your school. They're not looking at what can you do with the other schools, because that's cross-references cities and councils and things like that. So that's a bit more tricky. So that's what we're trying to do.